Opening tonight at the Sun Prairie Civic Center is Matilda the musical. It tells the story of a precocious little girl with extraordinary abilities.
Unloved by her parents, Matilda dreams of a better life.
Michael Bruno goes backstage to check out Matilda the musical.
The storyline of Matilda, it is a Roald Dahl book. It's based on a Roald Dahl book. Roald Dahl wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach. And he typically writes stories about adults who terrorize kids. And this is no exception. Matilda is a brilliant child, and she has two horrible parents.
Even though she has a lot of mean people around her, like her family and her teachers, she still finds a way to be happy and go into her own little world, especially when she's reading books.
And she discovers throughout life that she has telekinesis, and she can move things with her eyes.
And it's really fun to play her. A little bit not like me. I'm not really a book person, but it's always fun to get into a character. She's very smart, probably knows a lot more than I do.
Then she also finds that there are some other people in the world who aren't quite as horrible as her parents, so it does have a happy ending.
Tell me about who is Bruce and what happens to him during the musical.
So I like to think of Bruce as the kid who eats the cake, and he's a revolting child.
And you're okay with that, right? So did you find anything that you really liked particularly for that particular role?
I think just being able to be someone else is cool, especially getting to eat cake.
And do you really have to eat cake during the show?
No.
Oh. So it's all magical, the theater, right?
Yes.
We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting time. We'll have transrevolting where revolting will be cause.
Mrs. Phelps is the librarian at the public library, and Matilda comes in several times and is continually telling her bits and pieces of the same long, riveting story. It's a lot of getting to listen and react to this wonderful story that she's telling.
It's not insulting, we're revolting!
These children are just so precious, and they're always so upbeat and happy and kind to be around, which is just it's such a great way to spend an evening of you'll go to work, you'll have a really long day, you're tired, and then a small child comes up to you and says, "You look really pretty in your costume," and your day is just brightened.
It is too late for you, we are revolting!
Wow.
Yeah, that was a finale.
Michael joins us now. That's a big cast.
It is a big cast of revolting children.
Why was he revolting? I didn't quite get it.
I think they're revolting against the teachers.
Oh, okay.
They're on revolt, not that. And some of them are revolting, I guess. I guess Roald Dahl is known for making these kids uncomfortable with these mean people around them. But it's a classic old movie and book, and they've really upgraded it to a really fun musical.
It's great to see all of the kids singing and dancing and being back on stage.
Exactly, and they've had to do this all rehearsing, and they have to perform with masks on, so it's even harder for them.
Yeah, and you have to be masked up to go into the theater?
Yes, that's correct, because it's in the upper middle school, the Cardinal Heights Middle School. So it is under the school mandates that you have to be masked in the building, and there are children in the company that aren't vaccinated because they're not they haven't approved the vaccination for kids yet.
All right, let's tell folks where it is. It's at Matilda the musical at the Sun Prairie Civic Theatre, October 1st, 2nd, 8th, and 9th at 7:30, and Sundays, the 3rd and the 10th at 2. Go to Ticketsassist.com, or whatever that stands for.
Yeah, TKT Assist.
All right, here we go. Michael, 3, 2, 1,
It's Friday!
There's Jim. There's Austin. The gang's all here.
Hey, Austin.
Have a great weekend, you guys.
You too. Go
And-
Lucky. Go
Yes,
Packers.
yes.
And Packers. All right.
Go
And you
Cardinal Heights.
go away. You also has a final check of the forecast coming up.